Hello, fellow book nerds of the internet. It's Liz, and I'm here with, as promised, my writing vlog for the month of August. So if you may remember from a couple weeks ago, I mentioned that at the end of July, I was finishing the first draft of my book that I want to eventually get published, and I did. It is completely done, and all that is left is editing and rewriting, and editing and rewriting, and editing and rewriting, and then sending it into publishers. My plan right now is here. I have my my laptop is acting as my source of light in front of me right now. So while we're at it, I'm going to So the first thing I had to do was finish the first draft, and I did that at the end of July. But for this month, my things that I needed to do were to do a full read through and annotate. Now, when I say annotate, I mean I was going through the entire book and making notes in my writing journal about things that I liked and things that I didn't like about each chapter, and then after that, each individual part. And that took me so much longer than I expected to do my first full read through. Given the word count for comparison, my book as it stands right now is a little bit longer than The Prisoner of Azkaban. So that's like a size reference for you, and why it took me so much longer to read, given that I work on other writing projects, and obviously I have a million video projects. And so yeah, that was an experience, because half of it I absolutely hate, and I need it to be better. I need it to fit the right vibe. And the second half, I absolutely love. It made me emotional, and I knew what was going to happen. I cried at least 7 times rereading it, and that's great. That's really good. That means that I did my job by getting myself even emotionally involved. But the biggest thing for the first rewrite that I have to do, which I'm hoping to get done by September 16th, which I think will be in time for my next writing vlog. It will be 10 days before my next writing vlog. For that, though, I need to, completely shift the tone of my book. And so right now, I'm kind of a little freaking out. So right now, the thing that I'm working on, today, and will be working on for the next couple of days, is writing all of the new scenes. Basically, when I did NaNoWriMo last year, I would get to a part in my book that I wasn't quite ready to write, and I'd be like, okay, this needs to go here, but I don't have the energy to put it here right now. So I would make a little note to self, and yeah, that has led to this list of new scenes to add. But this is a really loose list. On my computer is a much longer list, and I don't even know how much. Basically, it's a lot. So I have a lot of things to add. And once I get all of that done, hopefully by Friday, I'm going to be able to put all of these new things into the book. And so, some of it's basic, oh, I need a few more flashbacks, because it's really hard to get to know your character when it all takes place outside of their normal life, and you have to get to know who they were in their normal life in order to understand how they are outside of their normal life. So it's kind of one of those things. So I made a list of memories, and I'm not going to use all of the memories. Some of the things I just need to know, and the reader doesn't, so that's just one of those things. But I have a bunch of things written down. There's conversations with my antagonist, who I didn't know much about the first time writing through, but now I know a lot about, so I know all of the things I need to add in order to build it up to being the antagonist I need it to be. I need to add more fight scenes. I need to be a little bit more thorough on the escape plan. But the biggest thing that I want to add are journal entries, and I haven't fully decided. I don't know, I might do my second read through and decide that I absolutely hate it. But for now, I want to write some of the entries that would have gone in my protagonist's journal, because she's keeping a journal while she's trapped in a parallel universe. And I think that if I do that, it can add some things that in the actual story itself I wouldn't be able to convey. And who knows, maybe I might write all of these, add them in, and decide I don't like how that flows, but I can take that style narration and turn it into what it needs to be. So who knows? I will figure that out. But anyways, the draft that I'm working on, I have deemed the Frankenstein draft because I've taken my first draft, I've copy pasted it, I've fixed all my typos, and now I'm cutting everything that needs to be cut, I'm adding everything that needs to be added, but it's not going to be perfect because it wasn't all written cohesively, so it's just going to kind of be stitched together and be kind of this monster of a draft. Then I'm gonna rewrite it, and, you know, hopefully it will come together looking a lot better at the end. Obviously, though, that'll only be the third draft, and I think I have a total of 6 drafts that I'm planning on writing, so yeah. But anyways, that is where I'm at right now, and I don't really know what else to share. It's kind of the most boring part because it's just the first read through and all of that. So yeah, if you have any questions about my book, feel free to ask me in the comments. I would love to talk about it. And yeah, other than that, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave any questions in the comments. Make sure to check out my bookish Instagram in the description and subscribe if you would like to see more bookish and writing content from me. Next week I will be talking about my writing journal that I've started for this month, so that should be pretty fun. And make sure to hit the notification bell so that you find out when I upload a video. I will see you next week. Goodbye!